If you can control the horse in a nice way, not in a way of abusing, putting them down, no, controlling them in a dancing, in a ballet, in a way of understanding, cooperating and communicating. This is a signal that you are starting to become conscious about these important parts of yourself.
When a person decides that motivation by force, pain, or threats of pain are no longer acceptable, something else must be found. A new level of creativity is demanded of the human. This budding of creativity is so fragile, especially when working with an animal that can be as powerful and intimidating as a free horse. I began to see the prison I had created around myself, needing to control the circumstances in my life in order to feel safe. As I started to dismantle these psychological bars, the horses seemed to come alive.
What do we have in common? What makes all good horse trainers able to be so successful with horses that are difficult? It's because we're comfortable with not knowing what we're doing.
It is very difficult to say what I use or what I don't use. It all sort of happens in the most natural way, coming out from the personality. In a way, it's a process that's not dependent on myself.
I don't have a preconceived notion of where I want to go. Then I would be so focused on that I would miss the flowers on the sides. I think it used to be at one time about what I can do with the horse, but it's not that way for me anymore. There's a certain way that I'm trying to go through my life, and over the years there's been a shift for me in that it isn't about me and the horse. It's about what the horse is bringing to the table that can help me get to where I need to go.
You don't need to put horses in different category. They're not aliens. They're exactly as we are. They're the same kind of mammal. We are similar in almost every physiological parameter. And also it's quite dangerous to put a horse into some cosmic range of incredible and unseen alien as to put her down to a mere piece of sports equipment. But a close, noble and concerned relationship with any living creature always gives you amazing results. Everything in life, everything that lives in this world has the same rights for life, for freedom, love, happiness, and a horse gives these possibilities to the human. You only have to hold your hand out. You just have to understand that the secret of relationship with the horse is that you just stop being a creature that is allowed to give somebody pain, to take somebody's life, to give somebody sorrow. You get into a completely different position.
What you could see here when I'm together with the horses, and which is giving you this idea, there is something special. It's not a method. There is, in reality, something special. But the entrance to do this is for many years only one question. You would like to add something from this supermarket of energy to become easily stronger, to become nicer, to become famous, to become better. And the problems you're creating will become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Or you're really allowing yourself to be the weakest being on the world. This is what I am. And to finally, on the end, being led, being weak, being like a leaf in the river. The river is strong, but if I'm a leaf in the river, I'm going the way down to the ocean. So the first thing coming home, understanding something from horses, from the world, from authenticity, is to lay down, to relax and stop doing something. Because we are doing too much, we are doing too much, we are doing too much. This is the first entrance.
At the clinic, I watched Jasmine, a woman who's a professional, making her living with horses. As Klaus was working with her, I knew he had been speaking just as much about my own life.
Because as a professional, you're expecting something from you, you're expecting something to teach, you're expecting things instead of being. We have a picture of the horse riding, coming, standing, being calm, and we are disappointed. The horse is not there, piaffing, or whatever the horse should do. This means that the picture is always negative. Wherever the horse is, it's negative. And the starting point is to get rid of this. Being can't be professional. Being is complete. It's in the nighttime, in the daytime, it's living, it's a complete thing. You remember of the age of 6? Stay there. Stay in the age of 6. And go back with these pictures. And do with your horse what you would do. And then let's see what's coming out. He's strong inside and soft outside. Not decided. Okay? I would like you to be strong, clear, and soft. Anything else of these movements will kick the horse away from you. You can drag the horse, you can do a lot of things, but the horse from inside will not come. So, just, it's not necessary to move. The horse will be, the head can be like this. Going back to the picture, closing your eyes, just mean closing your eyes, and being this 6-year-old girl in her way of being decided, her way of being strong, her way of being, and go on, and even wilder, because it's so nice that you don't have school, you don't have anything. Yes, and get rid of everything. Yes, like this. Okay, okay. And now even a bit more in the same elegance how you do it, but even a bit more because you have the whole field for you. The whole world is waiting for you. And you are waiting for the world. Yes. Shall I come to you? Are you promising to continue like this? Yes, I'm promising. This is me. This is the young child in me. You want to abuse me? You want to do the same thing with me like people have been doing with you and yourself with you? Look how soft we are. Look how weak we are. Look how weak you are. Then I'm coming to you. And then I'm there. And then I'm opening. I'm with you. This is what I can do for you.
Thank you.
Now you see the horse like the horse is, Yasmin. A young, small girl with a lot of dreams, still with a lot of dreams. She would like to connect with this young girl, find out what is still there. And from here on, with this feeling, you could be like the leaf in the river. No job. No profession, being, feeling, seeing, and the next step will be offered from her.
If we look at the animal for what they are, they have a whole lot more to offer us than we do to them. It's that idea of being humble. If you come from that place, then you don't drop down to it. That idea of what do we have to offer the horse starts way up here somewhere, when we really need to be way down here. You know, allowing the information that the horse is trying to bring to us, allowing that to come through. Horses are so subtle, so incredibly subtle, that we are light years away from what they can do. We aren't even scratching the surface.
They've carried us around on their backs for centuries, waiting for us to notice that they aren't here just to help us evolve in terms of mastering nature and moving around the planet. They're actually waiting for us to get to the point where we're ready to evolve to a higher level of consciousness and awareness.
Coming home, I watched and rewatched the video footage and spent long hours simply being with my horses, allowing the message to sink in more deeply. I found that the beginning of this path was about letting go of what I thought I knew about teaching, training, riding, and life. It required an openness, responsibility, and willingness to create a better life for the ones we love, even sometimes at the expense of our own pleasures. The rains came, new grass pushed through the earth, and I found myself walking in this field, filming the horses playing in the water. I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. This feeling didn't happen because I went chasing after it and caught it. It was a gift, a glimpse of what it's like to experience each moment. In all my travels, I saw that the most important journey we can take is to go within and see ourselves for who we really are. The more freedom within ourselves, the more freedom the horses have, and the more we are awake to the source of life. The horses are our reflections.
We know really well that every horse has an amazing personality, that they have intellectual and psychological gifts, that they are clever. As soon as you treat them as conscious creatures, they respond right away. You don't need any talent, special abilities, or magic. It's absolutely elementary.
The real potential of this work in the future is for people to really learn how to open up and thrive and become more creative, learn how to become more fluid and adaptable, learning how to dance not just with horses but dance with life, learning how to expand relationships, and learning how to expand creativity and leadership on all levels.
Once our mind is quiet and still, and we can see things for what they really are, then we can start to develop that softness in us. And for me, it comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the hands. It comes from the heart. It's something that you have to want to do. It's not something that you can achieve through technique. Developing softness comes from a willingness to want to do no harm.
At some point, life becomes totally autonomous, to where it's only between you and the connection. It's something you don't share with someone else. It can't, it's too personal. And we can be looking at the same mountain, but we don't experience the same mountain.
Small, small things one leaf touched by the sun, one small smell. When we are dying, I promise you, the memories you will have in your last seconds is about these small things, touching our skin, one leaf, one moment with your child, not the big things you will remember. The small things, these small things are added to a fulfilled life or not. Not the big things.
Maybe you're asking yourself some questions. Maybe you see things a little differently now. The next step is up to you. Return to what you know, or find a path where you can join in the dance.
In your dreams I called out to you, waiting long between the worlds.